Back to work on the gas tank a little bit here. It's been like a blizzard outside, so it's kind of nice to work in here. The wind's blowing and snow squalls, and in the teens it feels like below zero. But anyway, we're gonna mix up a little auto body filler, and just you can see little tiny pits in this glass stuff, and then there's a little bit of low right there. And I think the auto body filler will be good enough for that. So let me get on, we'll get some on, we'll let it dry overnight. Give that a sanding tomorrow, and that should be ready for primer. Second sand out, and this is all good. This is all good. This is all good. This is all good. There's just a little mark there. I think I need to put a little filler on. You can see in the video there. And then this was all caved in here. This was a huge dent I popped out when I first got the bike. But I'm feeling a low spot. You can see that right there. I'm feeling a low spot like right in here, and then another one right here. So then I'm gonna just put a little film. I mean, it's so minor, barely feel it, but it'll show up once it's painted. So I'm going to put a little more filler in there, let it overnight, and then we'll give it another sand. There we go. I put filler the full length again because you sand here and you take stuff off here, it just looks bad. So when you got to sand stuff here, just redo the whole thing, and then you get it sanded off even better. Let that dry overnight. I'll give it another, I hit it with the DA first with 80 grit, and then once I, got it roughed in, then I hit it with the block with 320, and then once I prime it, I'll hit it with 400, get it ready for paint. But that looks pretty good. I think that'll fix all remaining dents, or the dent doesn't go up. It was just a little low spot there and a little low spot there. And just covered it all, and like I say, we'll sand that off, and hopefully it looks good. We've been getting snow, so it's not like I can go out and prime or paint right today. The spray booth here, this is the door to the spray booth. You can see it's kind of snowy out here. We got about 4 inches of snow overnight, and I cleaned this off because I was sanding the filler with the DA there, so I wouldn't get all dust in the garage. And it's supposed to get brutal cold, like below zero nights, single digit highs. So may have to cobble up something to paint this with, make some cardboard, move some stuff here, and cover the car up, back the truck out, make a cardboard, get my box fan going in there, and for an exhaust fan, and maybe I can paint it in here. We'll see. It's the next 2 weeks is predicted brutal cold. But after I get this all sanded out, then I'll take the cap off and take the petcock off, and then I can get the rest of the tank all sanded out around here and stuff, get everything ready for paint. You can see where the orange stripe was still, even with it down to bare metal. I'm sure that it's clearly visible. Must not have got his bead blasted there because that orange was thicker and took a while to come off. The orange was thicker because I assume he had to put a couple coats on to cover the black, to where the black probably covered the blue effortlessly. Pretty much all got it ready for primer. It's only 3 degrees out, so yeah, I'm not going to be priming it today. This was a little dent. I was all done, and then I found just a little itty bitty dent there. This was caved in all. There was a huge dent in here, and apparently it caused some back in here, because after I fixed that, I could feel it in here. But it all feels good. That was the worst of it, where that big dent was there. And but nothing's high. All feels good. I'm going to take it out and spray it with the metal etch, and then I'll let that dry a little while, and I'll put the sandable primer on it. So this is what I'm going to put on it first, and then I'm going to build some of this up so I can sand it with 400, and then it'll be ready for paint. Got the fuel petcock off, and I got the gas cap obviously off, so let me get it primed up. It's still drying, but that was just a super light coat. You can see the filler through it. Looks like I got a little something there, maybe oil or something. I'll have to wipe it down. I'll give this a quick sand before I paint it. Well, I'm going to put that primer on it, and then I'll give it a quick sand. But I'm going to let that flash, and then we'll let that dry about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll put the sulfate, or the sandable primer on. That's a couple good coats of heavy coats of sandable primer. Let that dry 24 hours, and I'll give it a good sanding out. We'll see how it looks. Maybe ready for paint. I didn't obviously put sandable primer on that side, but I'll let that dry and see how it comes out. That has been sanded out and re-primed with the sandable primer. It's absolutely perfect. Came out really nice. No dent, no mark, nothing showing. It's ready to sand and paint. I'm going to 400 before I paint it. It's been about a week since I been out here in the garage. I had the flu really bad. Knocked me silly. And it's been brutally cold and snowy. It's been single digits, 0 at night, and we even had, I don't know, half-inch or dusting of snow overnight. I just got done cleaning it up here a little while ago, but yeah, you can see the paint room, and it's snowing lightly right now. But next week they're talking 30s, so hopefully sometime next week we can get it in paint. But I just thought I'd put up this video so you can see what all I'm doing here. Oh, excuse me, still a little on edge, but anyway, we'll get this thing finished up. But I think next week I'll be able to get the blue on that. Later in the week it's supposed to get up in the mid-30s, so hopefully we can get it painted up, get it back together, get this bike finished up. I'll post the video here so you guys can see what I'm up to anyway, but that's it for this video. Probably not a very long one, as you know, it wasn't a lot of work. Motorcycles are just nothing compared to a car to restore. They're just, you know, it just doesn't take much effort at all as opposed to an automobile. But anyway, I'm going to end the video, so if you like the video, hit that thumbs up icon. It helps me out. And if you like my channel, you can subscribe by hitting the icon of the engine that powers this 59 Chevy. And thank you for taking the time to watch my video.